All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is 12 o'clock and it is time for yet another iteration of solo leveling. And I double checked. My voice is normal this time. I didn't have my modulator turned to any other sound other than my clean sounding mod. So we should be good from here on in. So with that being said, yo peoples, Kyushu92 here, and welcome back to yet another iteration of Solo Leveling. Can't wait to see what's going to happen with Jin and company and everything. And before we get started, I went ahead and got the actual manhwa itself. Probably should have got it from Barnes and Noble because Amazon, for whatever reason, decided to just put the book inside of the box without any packaging whatsoever. That is a no-no. You never put just a book inside of a cardboard packaging box and then just leave it. You got to put wrapping around it in order for it to be protected as it goes, because it's not like the box is just going to sit all normal. So, because as you can see here, there's like this little indent right there. There's like a little indent right there. And then there's a little bit of a frayed edge up here at the top. And then there's like a little small chip right there. That came from it being in the packaging. But from now on, I'm probably going to get it from Barnes & Noble because at least they know how to treat your books right. So, yeah, I'm probably going to get the next volume out of there. But the thing is, because, support through official release. But the thing is, it's going to be a minute before these volumes get to the Jeju Island raid due to the fact that there's only 3 chapters in this first volume. Sure, it's like 300 pages, but it's only 3 chapters. So, yeah. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started with today's chapter. 155 is out today. Let's get it going. So, as you know, even though I'm supporting the official release by, getting the actual books, I'm reading from Ashita Scans as the chapters release, just so that way, I can react to it with you guys. And if it'll be so kind as to actually go to chapter 155, I'm still at a loading screen, shouldn't be. 'Tis old, what are you doing? I made sure it was hooked up to the landline so I wouldn't have any internet problems, so all of a sudden, now it doesn't even want to act like I'm even trying to look for this chapter. It's right here. Give me the chapter. I ask for the chapter to give me the chapter. Oh, you're being weird today. Oh, you want to be difficult. Okay. You want to be difficult today now that I got people in front of me. You were acting fine about a second ago, and now you want to get stage fright when I got an audience. Okay, I see you. And now it doesn't even want to pull up anything else. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 We gonna wait then. We gonna wait until this page makes up its mind about what it wants to do. But welcome everyone, if you're new to the channel for the very first time. Just waiting on this page to decide whether it wants to load what I'm trying to look at or just stop entirely. But I really would rather get this chapter started so I don't bore you guys too quickly. Let's get it going. Come on, what are you doing? What are you doing, bruh? Come on. Pull up those tabs again. Dude, I get the stream going nice and easy, and now it doesn't want to load anything. It's literally loading. I exit out of my entire window, and it's loading everything up except the solo leveling page. Come on. It's alright, it's alright, it's all good, it's all good. We'll just roll with it. Everything else is loading up, but this solo leveling Ashita scan page is it's it really wants me to work for it today. I'm not kidding. It is still rolling the wheel, even though I haven't had any trouble out of it loading any page at all for weeks. And now all of a sudden it wants to pretend like it doesn't know what this site is, or it's having trouble loading it up. It really is trying my patience now. It's even shrinking the page that it's trying to leave from the page that I made the size of from when I read so I can see the full images, and but now it doesn't even want to load. I am so sorry that I'm putting you guys through this. It's not me. I ain't doing nothing. I'm just trying to load this page up. All right, checking my browser. Now I'm getting to checking your browser before accessing ashidascans.com now. Off to a bit of a rocky start, but we'll roll with it. We'll roll with it. We good. We still good. I just need you to load up the site at least. Well, this is something. This is really something. It's 12:06 now. We've gone 6 minutes, and I still haven't got access to the chapter quite yet. I'm going for Mashida scans because I prefer them, because if I go any other place, it'd be like, oh wait, you gotta wait 30 minutes and there's a timer, and then it doesn't actually do anything. Like, if I were to go to it right now, it still says this on other sites, it still says it has 2 hours left to upload. I apologize, everyone. I apologize for anyone who's coming in expecting me to have started this chapter already. Just for some odd reason, it will not load up Ashida scans right now for me to read this. Let me see if the site's actually down. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised. Alright, I'm checking to see. I'm checking to see if the site is actually down or if anyone's has been saying anything about it. Oh, now you want to load the page! Now! Oh my goodness. It's like I'm on a queue. It's like I'm in a queue line waiting for this chapter to open up. It's just now letting me. Okay, I reset the page and it's just now letting me get to the chapter list itself. I am so sorry if this is not what you guys were expecting. Morimichi, Ayu Sharma, I am so sorry if you guys were expecting me to have started this chapter already. Everyone tuning in, it's just the site itself is not responding. Like, it'll bring up the chapter list, but I can't hit chapter 155. So let me try something else. Because it loaded it up just fine. Had absolutely no problem reading the chapter and pulling it up. But now Ashida Scans it is doing the most, or doing the least as of right now. And I'm just trying to find some other places where I can read it because it is not letting me read it now. Let me see if this place has it. Nope, this place doesn't have it. 10 minutes and I haven't got this chapter up for you guys. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I was expecting it to be up. It's out. It's just that Ashita Scans won't actually let me pull up the page. I'm stuck in a perpetual loading window. Like, it's just telling me that the page is loading, waiting for Ashita Scans, but nothing is happening. And I've been stuck at this screen waiting for it to pull something up for the past couple of seconds here. All right, let me try this. Let's try Manga Freak. And nothing is up for them. Ashita Scans, you disappoint me. You disappoint me so much. Wow. Huh. I'm sure a lot of you were expecting me to have been starting on this chapter already, but nothing is it's not even. Let me see. Can I even go to chapter 154? It won't even let me pull up chapter 154. That's not even loading up. Nothing is loading up. Won't even let me load up previous pages before. Once again, I apologize that I couldn't bring you the content that you guys are expecting at this point in time. Oh, wait. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, I think we might be good. I think we might be good. Manga Freak. I think it has it. I think it had. No, this is what I looked at the last time. This just was it was a tease. It was in fact a tease. I am disappointed. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. Nothing. Wow. It will not let me read 155. Ashita Scans has let me down. Manga Freak has let me down. This is going to look mighty awkward to people who are so used to me already starting a chapter right now. And people will probably be joining in wondering, why is he talking? Where's the chapter? I don't hear any voices. Aha! Aha! We got it! Read.sololevelings.com has it right now! Haha! Now we can get started! How long has it been? 13 minutes of me wasting your time like this. Let me just humbly bow and apologize for keeping you guys waiting all of this time. But we do now have a brand new chapter out. It is time to get started! And let me change the shape, the size of this page. So that way I can scroll down and look through everything. All right, chapter 155. Let's get it started. I am so glad that we got it. I'm so glad that we got it now. All right, so starting out on chapter 155, we have someone walking through a crowd of people because as you remember, a giant massive gate has appeared over Seoul. I am so glad I get to get started right now, you guys. Please accept my humblest apologies for making you guys wait 13 minutes just for me to get started because the main source of where I read from was not available. Once again, I apologize for taking up your time like that. My apologies. But here we have someone walking through this crowd of people as some of them are running in many directions as this gate is opened over the entire city of Seoul, and there's traffic jams, people trying to drive away, and it's still loading the images. That's just great. That's exactly what I needed today. I need you to load up all images, if you please. Oh, don't make this difficult on me. Don't make this difficult on me. One image looks like it was completely cut off here. Come on. I find the one reliable source of images here, and it won't even show. This is a real test of patience right now. If you're still sticking around after all of this, I want to thank you for your perseverance. It looks like this is a panel where it's supposed to show a big, long image of cars sitting right here, but it gets cut off like immediately right there. It doesn't even show the whole image there. Kind of don't want to guesstimate on what that image actually is. That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right at all. Weird pop-up just came up. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to make the images seem as succinct as possible, but it's not giving me everything that I need. It's just cutting so much off right now. I think I'm missing some images that should be here, but they're not here. Dang, this really is messing with me right now. Just load up chapter 155. That's all I need. I can't even tell if I'm missing images here, but we're going to continue on. I scroll down, and we have Jin here, sitting on a rooftop, watching all of this happen. I'm just gonna continue reading as if that image is supposed to look like that, but I still don't feel like it's giving me everything, even though it stopped loading the page. But Jin is thinking, I can't sense them, even though things have escalated to this extent. Just where are they hiding? In that gate. I need to stop it myself. Even if I were to successfully stop it, could I do it while making sure there will be no victims? There are too many things for me to protect. Who should I be spending my final moments with? And he's just looking through his phone. We have family. We have Mom and Jenna. We have Jino from the guild. And then we have Chairman Woo Jin Chul, and then we have Jong-soo Park from the Night Skills. He's just looking through all of his contacts, and then he looks down at friends, and then we have someone say, "Halt!" And more cut off images. Yes, because that's exactly what I like to see when I'm reading through here, trying to give you guys a good reading experience. This is real test for me, because I don't like it when images are cut off and I can't really see them. I'm not a fan of that. Just give me the whole image, if you please. That is the novel. I need the manhwa. It finally loaded! Ashura Scans has finally loaded with the full images! 19 minutes. 19 minutes it took for me to get all the and it was showing missing pages as well. It took forever. Ashura Scans is good now. My God, I am so sorry. Like I keep apologizing to you guys, and it may not mean all that much. May not mean all that much. He is not very good. No, not really when I'm missing pages. Can't be as succinct as I want to. But I will get better. La Croquette. Good to see you here. Hope you enjoy yourself instead of, just looking at the technical difficulties rather than the actual quality. But we're going to start over from 155. We got someone walking through the entire crowd, everyone leaving in their cars, a big, massive panel showing the streets just filled with people. Not only cars, but people walking through the sidewalks as well, just trying to get out of Seoul. And then we cut to Jin's apartment building, and we have Jenna speaking to her mom saying, "Mom, are we not going to evacuate?" And her mom says, "If this place is going to turn into a battlefield either way, wouldn't it be better for us to choose where we want to die? Plus, our house isn't even within the evacuation zone." And then Jenna says, "I'll be a college student starting next year. I could drink whenever I want and enjoy college life while living alone. My life is just starting, so there's no way I'd want to die like this." And then her mom just says, "That's true. Jinwoo will protect us, just like how your father protected us." And then it cuts to Jin just sitting on the rooftops, thinking, "I can't sense them, even though things have escalated to this extent. Just where are they hiding? And that gate, I need to stop it myself. If I were to successfully stop it, could I do it while making sure there will be no victims? There are too many things for me to protect. Who would I spend my final moments with?" And as I read before, he looks through all his contact lists, and then he looks down at friends, and then we have someone saying halt in what looks to be a dojo, and it's Cha Hae-in. And I guess she's doing some kendo training right now. And it's Mr. Park. "I've been able to sense hesitation from Miss Cha Hae-in's sword recently. I'm worried that there's a fear building up inside you." "Of course you'd be afraid. Even I was. I don't know if what I've encountered could even be compared to the monsters you faced, but when I lost my arm." And then I guess Cha Hae-in's phone goes off. "I think I'm speaking too much here. A hunter needs to pick up their calls, don't they?" And then Cha Hae-in says, "Please excuse me, master." And someone's talking on the phone to her. And Cha Hae-in screams out, "Master, Something came up suddenly, so I think I need to get going now." And she kind of slightly blushes a little bit. So was that Jin on the phone? And then Mr. Park says, "Yes, of course you do." "So that's how it is. That's how it is." And now we cut to an amusement park now. And there are people looking on saying, "Isn't that Hunter Sung Jin-woo? Where? Whoa, it really is Hunter Sung Jin-woo. And who's the woman next to him? Is she his girlfriend? Wait, isn't she Hunter Cha Hae-in from the Hunters Guild?" There are more people than I thought would be, considering the current situation. And here's the thing, Jin just looks so clean in his clothes right now, with Cha Hae-in just casually, walking next to him, but she's blushing and she's holding her purse, and she has her head hunched over just a little bit. And then Cha just says, "Do you like these kinds of places?" "I don't especially like it, but I wanted to come at least once." "So why did you bring me to a place you've wanted to come at least once?" And then he just smiles at her and says, "You're the only friend I have, Miss Hae-in." "Eh?" "You know, in front of that weird statue." And he remembers way back when he took down the architect in that double dungeon that pretty much started everything. He remembers when she said that, "Friend, I'm his friend. I'm here to save Hunter Sung Jin-woo." He remembers when she said that. "You were listening?" "Yep, I have pretty good hearing." "What was the identity of that weird dungeon?" "I'll tell you next time when I've thought about it more. I'm not sure what it is either." "I see, but..." And then it shows, apparently Jin has used his own shadow soldiers to bar people from interrupting his time with Cha Hae-in right now. "OMG, please look here, Mr. Hunter. I'm a huge fan." "Don't you think this will catch the eyes of passerby more?" "If we don't pay them any attention, that's all that matters." "Ah, And then she thinks to herself, now that I think about it, 2 years have already passed since I've become a hunter. Going out with such a light heart? How long has it been since that has happened? And then she thinks to herself, something feels different whenever I'm with this person. I can sense a unique fragrance. Do you want to ride that one? Yes. How about that one? Yes. Then what about the one next to it? I'm fine with that one as well. Do you want to ride everything? Yes, I want to try everything. And she just says so with a big old smile on her face. And then Jin just thinks, I see I'm not the only one who's been wanting to come to this kind of place. Then let's try every ride. And it just shows Jin and Cha Hae-in on the roller coasters, you know, deadpan face, like, just riding on a roller coaster just like that. And they're riding on all of the rides, and they still keep the same deadpan face on all of the rides. They go into a haunted house, and the people there try to scare them. I guess with everything that they've come across, nothing can give them a rise. Nothing can give them an adrenaline rush in this amusement park compared to everything that they face, like the double dungeon, the Jeju Island raid, pretty much everything that Jin has been through. I'm pretty sure nothing in this entire amusement park is going to, you know, give them that excitement that they're already so used to. And Jin is eating with her, saying, are you not having fun here? And she says, no, it's fun. But why didn't you scream even once? I guess the rides are too slow for an S-class hunter. Weren't the rides a little slow? Huh? Oh, yes. And then he just smiles. Why don't we go ride something actually fun? And then it cuts to the skies. Oh! Jin brought out Kaisel. I can already tell by the shadow shape. And they're flying high up into the sky right now. I can show you the world. That's exactly what this moment is. Because they're flying into the sunset. Just the sun looking like a smooth yellow golden brown over the clouds. How is it? And he's holding on to her and she says, it's fast and high. And she's just smiling. And beautiful. And there's a whole long panel where Kaisel, Jin, and Cha Hae-in are just flying into the distance. And then I guess she says, thank you, but it's kind of blocked by 2 panels, but I think it was done that way on purpose. And then she says, I wanted to properly say goodbye because you did nothing but show generosity to me. I still have something I want to show you. And then they go to a section of the city that's under construction. And they're in the forest. And it's nighttime. Oh, they're sitting under starlight. Wow, Jin is really pulling out all the stops for you, girl. And she's looking up, and she just looks over at him looking up, and she just smiles at him. And then a shooting star just passes overhead as Cha Hae-in leans onto Jin. And then it cuts to her smiling back on the back of Kaisel. Oh, wait. Okay. So they mismatched the panels here. That wasn't me, that they mismatched the panels. She's up there saying that the sky is beautiful, and then she says, Mr. Sung, why did you go to an amusement park when you had something like this? That amusement park was built on the gate my dad disappeared in. So I always wanted to go there at least once. What? And that's when she says, thank you. I wanted to properly say goodbye because you did nothing but show generosity to me. Still have something to show you. They sit under starlight. And then when the shooting star passes over them and Cha Hae-in leans onto Jin, that's where the chapter ends. So I don't know if this was like a formatting error or something that happens. It had to have been something, but they included double pages of this. But that's the end of chapter 155. As long as it took, like I told you guys, my apologies for, like, not getting the chapter up, but Ashita Scans was not behaving, so that was out of my hands. So if that dissuaded you from this entire process, you can't blame me. But this was a pretty wholesome chapter, I'm not gonna lie. Let me see what you guys. He's lying, it's not out yet. So how did I just read through it then? Red Dead 2. Fantastic game, by the way. Where will it be released? Yo was good. Use Manga Freak. That didn't work. Okay, bro, it happens. Try Manga Freak like Ayush said. Yep, same as happening to me. Is it out yet? Use Android. It will open. Which country am I from? US. Why is my live like this? In my Android, it's working. The site might have a problem. Technical problem. Check now. It's out 1 minute ago. Yeah, it seems like it was acting up for a lot of people. I'm pretty sure this is going to throw a lot of people off when they watch this, which is why I'm going to put a timestamp on the, I'm going to put a timestamp in the video of when I get started. It took like 13 minutes for Ashita Scans to actually get started. I was just biding for time. So I'll put it in there so people can just skip all the fluff that was there at the beginning. And then you guys can actually get to the actual content that was there. But this was a pretty wholesome chapter. It wasn't like something massively big happened. It was just Jin, I guess, enjoying what time he thought he had left. Like, here's the thing. I'm not trying to read too much into it or anything like that. But this was just Jin chilling today with Chahae. He could have done it with anyone in his family. He could have done it with his mom and sister. He could have chilled with Jino, but he decided to he decided to spend his day with Chahae, which we all know how she's been kind of steadily been feeling towards Jin. Like, whenever she's around Jin, she gets slightly nervous and flustered. And for her to spend the whole day with Jin and then go to an amusement park where literally no ride felt entertaining to them, because the rush that you get from riding on an amusement park ride means absolutely nothing to hunters of Jin and Chahae's caliber. So other than that, it was like, okay, this is nice that we came to this amusement park, but it's not really, it's fun, but not really exciting for S-class hunters and national level hunters like Jin. So Jin takes her up on Kaisel, and they just fly off Aladdin style into the highest clouds, and then just enjoy a big old flight with a beautiful sunset. And then they cap off the chapter by spending their just chilling in the forest, looking at the stars as a shooting star goes over, and she's just enjoying herself, and she just leans in on Jin like, this is nice. Not only that, but the reason why Jin decided to go to that amusement park was because it was the same amusement park where his father had closed the gate years ago. His father closed the gate over that amusement park, so he wanted to go to that place where his father did that. So, I mean, it's interesting to know that his father closed the gate, which means that his father is crazy strong. Now, mind you, we already know that Jin's father is crazy strong, but I feel like we're going to be seeing more from his father at some point. Now, give me just a second. Now, overall, I enjoyed this chapter. I was kind of hoping that we would get at least some semblance of what was going to come out of this gate, but it didn't really turn out that way. But nonetheless, at least we got to see a side of Jin that we normally don't see, where he's just chilling, spending time with the people that are close to him. Because we've been through a whole bunch of chapters where he's talking about, fighting the monarchs, and then the monarch fights and stuff like that. But it needs moments like this. It needs moments like this where there's like a calm and quiet. Oh, wait, this is the gate where his father disappeared, not closed. Thank you, Destruct. Thank you for the correction. But overall, this was just a chill chapter. Nothing too massive and too monumental, but it was a pretty chill chapter. It's not. I'm just gonna be honest with you. This was just Jin enjoying his time with a person who's, I want to say, developing feelings for him, and it was just them just enjoying their time together. That was it. Nothing wrong with this chapter. Did I wish that we could have got a little bit more action and maybe something related more to the gate other than just people running for their lives? Yes. But this is fine too. I got no problem with it. And once again, I apologize for the little fumble down there at the beginning. It's not my fault that the pages weren't loading up. So if y'all got, let me just address this right now. If any of you have an issue with how I couldn't get the chapter started, that is not my fault. I mean, you could direct it at me, but it's not my fault. I have absolutely no push or pull over how these websites operate. So when I get a stream started, it's on the hopes that the chapter is up. But if it's not up, then I pad for time until the chapter is up. If any of you do not like that, you do not have to watch. You are not forced to be here. But I'm gonna keep rolling on. Like I told y'all, even despite all the hiccups and stuff that went on, we gonna keep it moving. So, hey, I ain't gonna make no apologies for things that are not out of my control. Do you know this chapter and novel? I do not, Ayush. I do not read the novel. And I don't want to know what happens in the novel because I prefer to do these reactions just by chapters in the manhwa, not by the novel itself. I know the novel's out there, and I know people got some massive knowledge, but about the light novel. But well, you know. But overall, this was just a pretty chill chapter. It wasn't too overly long, and that's probably why this stream isn't going to be too overly long. I can only talk about a little bit of what happened in here, and it was just Jin enjoying his time with Cha Hae-in, and that was it. And you know what? I feel like that's enough. That's enough. And besides, this is the first time we've seen Cha Hae-in in a hot minute. It's really been a while since we last saw her. The last time we saw her was like full-fledged and speaking was when she was training with Jin and Beru, and that was it. And that was when he was forming his own guild, but that was it. And then we haven't really seen much of her. If she was peppered through some other chapters leading up to this, then I just didn't really pay attention to it, or I just forgot. But it's nice to have a chapter with Cha Hae-in here. So that's all I can say. That's all I got, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, I'm going to put a timestamp of when this reaction actually gets started, or I could just edit it so I can just cut out that whole section right there so I don't have to worry about it. I feel like his father will appear soon. All I know is when his father appears, that's when things is going to get really interesting. Because remember, the entire International Guild Association, like every guild, has him in their sights as a main suspect for killing another national level hunter. So I feel... Nope, in Double Dungeon... Okay, so was she training with Beru before they went back to the Double Dungeon to try and rescue Jin? Correct me if I'm wrong on that. Because if that's the case, then it was the revisit to the Double Dungeon was the last time we saw Cha Hae-in. But I feel like when Jin's father shows up, that's when things are really, really going to pop off. Because of the implications of him being responsible for the death of... The implications, not the official evidence, but the implications of him being responsible for the death of Christopher Reed and his association with the Monarchs as well. It is really going to draw ire towards, either Jin and his father, because if Jin finds his father and things are working out, and if Jin finds his father and it turns out that it's his dad, then Jin's going to protect him from everyone. But if it turns out that his father is a monster, then like Jin said, he's going to take him out. So either way, some big things are going to happen when Jin's father actually shows up again. But that's all just speculation and theory. We're going to have to see where the story goes next week for next Wednesday. But this was a nice, wholesome chapter. I feel like we needed these. We needed these nice, wholesome chapters. Ooh, Hagrid. Hagrid, you in here keeping people from trying to spoil me on the light novel? If that was the case, then thank you. It's good timing, too, because I'm going to go ahead and end the stream here. I remember the timestamp for when I get this thing started, so that way I can put it in the description for you guys. So that way, just in case anyone gets put off by it, they can just skip it. They can just skip over it. All right. Thank you, everyone, and for everyone who stuck around. I just want to say thank you for being patient with me. It's not like this. This was one of the very, very rare instances where it took me so long to get a chapter started due to, not internet problems, but web page issues and loading problems. So, like I said, that was none of me. But I'm glad that if you stuck here from the very beginning, y'all are real MVPs, and I thank you for being patient with me. These things tend to happen, so I thank you for your patience. And I also want to thank you guys for, tuning in to whenever I do solo leveling. I love this series, and I look forward to the rest of these chapters with you guys. I enjoy it. It allows me to flex my voice acting muscles just a little bit. I know my girl voices aren't all that good, but hey, at least I can try. So with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then consider subscribing because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples. I love my job.